Hey guys, what's up? Happy Friday. I'm Caitlin McKegg, a real estate broker here in Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for coming back to my channel where I talk about all things Phoenix real estate. And every Monday I have a market update, but today I'm talking about something related to that, but not all broadly across the Phoenix, all the stats. Today we're just focusing on the prices here in Phoenix and what they've done. There's a lot of talk about prices going down or continuing to go down or a crash, whatever the case may be, whatever you believe is true or about to come true. But let's look at the data. Let's look at where we've been at the peak of the market in May and where we're at today and how much of a difference that is. And then, from there, it's anyone's guess of where we're headed, but that at least gives us an idea of what's been going on in the market. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I would love to see you every week watching these videos. And if you're not, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really appreciate you. So let me get my screen shared here. And of course, we're going to talk about the Cromford report because that has the best data for us to look at for all of this information. Hopefully that's big enough and you guys can see that. I'm going to take my name off here. If I put myself there, I need to scroll up a little bit. Okay, that works. So we're talking about the median sales price, the monthly median sales price. Okay, so this is a graph of the different years. We're going to look at 2022. 475 was really our peak, and that was back in May. And then since then, we're looking at 474 down to 452 and now at 444.9. So basically 445. So clearly we can see a dip in the sales prices. This is the median price of sales by month. So that's how this is looking at pricing. And I'm going to show you a few different ways that the Cromford report looks at prices so that you can compare and we can see what the difference is. But essentially from May at 475 to today at 444.9, that's about a 6% drop in prices when we look at the monthly median sales price. So we're going to go over to the monthly average sales price per square foot. So yet another way to look at pricing. This was peaking in May as well at 303.45 a square foot. Then we went down a little to 300 per square foot, 286, and then 286.79 today. So the difference between that 303 and the 286 is about 5%. So about the same amount of decline if you're looking at the median sales price or if you're looking at the monthly average sales price per square foot, getting roughly the same answer there. Now let's look at this. This is showing a monthly median sales price of 480 down to 449.5. So it's a little bit different, and I'm not sure why, because it should be the same as this monthly median here that we first looked at, which was 475. But this is saying 480. So if we look at that difference, though, we're at about 6% as well. So either way, it seems like 6% is the consensus on what has happened with prices in Phoenix from May until September. So that's, a little bit more than 1% per month. It hasn't been, let's see, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, only 4 months. It hasn't been that long. And right now it seems like we're in a balanced market and not going anywhere too quickly. So maybe this is the worst of what we'll see. Maybe it'll continue to go down. Maybe it'll go back up. I don't know. But right now, it's about 6% that you can say we've lost in prices since May. Now, I also wanted to talk about the list prices because these are important to watch too, right? All of our closed prices end up coming from the list price. And we've seen a really big change in the average list price per square foot since May, peaking around $363 a square foot to $320 a square foot. And again, this is just the list prices, not the sales prices. So if we look at the difference between those two, that's about 12%. So keep in mind there's a big difference between the list prices and the closed prices or the sale prices, right? So list prices have fallen quite a bit, about 12%, and sale prices have fallen about half that, about 6%. So that's where we stand when we look at the numbers and actually look to see what's been going on with values. I also wanted to point out a few different years here. If we go back to the monthly median sales price for 2020 and for 2021, both of these were pretty consistently moving upwards. So it's been a while since we've seen any decline, been flat most of these years. Not much action going on. So pretty stable. And then, had some huge increases, and now we're starting to see a decrease. So you can see 2008 there. Let's just take these off for fun and let's look at 2008 compared to 2022. Everything was much lower, of course, but that's a pretty gradual decline there as compared to what we saw here. So this happened pretty quickly. Anyway, it's cool to look back in history and see what these trend lines look like as compared to where we're at today. We can do the same thing with the monthly average sales price. We're seeing, that same increase, steady increase the last couple of years, and now starting to see that drop off. And then with the list prices, this is a little bit, let's take out some of these and let's just look at 2020. So yeah, this was COVID right here, this dip, the start of the pandemic, and then everything was trending upward, just like the sales prices, and then started to head down, in May of this year. So I hope that's helpful. So now if anyone is talking to you about where list prices are or where sales prices are or what's going on with home values in Phoenix, now you can say we've had a 6% drop since May, and for list prices it's been a 12% drop. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for joining me on this quick video, and I will be back next week with another market update. I'm Caitlin McKegg with the Desert Dreamers team at HomeSmart.